So today's video is going to be a chatty get ready with me. I'm just gonna be sitting here putting on makeup and talking to you guys because I haven't spoken to you in forever and there's so many things I want to tell you guys. And I thought I would do that in today's video. I was actually gonna post my November favorites today because it is the last day of the month. But I'm gonna be posting that video on Monday just because I didn't want to jump into a favorites video without updating you guys, letting you know how life's been going. So if you have been waiting for my favorites video, come back on Monday. I'm gonna film that tomorrow. And I need to film these swatches of my winter collection. I need to do like a whole video on my new winter collection. So I'm probably gonna film that also tomorrow. Or I'm gonna film that on Saturday and then I'm gonna post it on Sunday. So I'm gonna post it this weekend because I don't like to post my Kail Polish videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, or Fridays. Even though I haven't posted a video in so long, I still rather post it this weekend. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into the video and we can talk as I go. I'm gonna be using all drugstore makeup today. And some of these things are actually brand new. Like Flower just released these blush bombs. They look really good. They kind of remind me of the Glossier Cloud Paints. They have like a similar vibe. So I'm really excited to try these out. I have been obsessed with cream blush, so I cannot wait to try this. And then I also have this guy. This is brand new. This is the new e.l.f. The New Classics palette. I really want to do something a little bit more silvery and cooly. So that is what I'm gonna do today. Of course, I'm not gonna do anything extravagant, as you know. Something a little bit more simple, but I'm gonna try to use shades I don't normally use. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna do my face makeup first. I'm gonna do like my whole face first, even though I should do my eyes first, but I'm gonna use the CoverGirl Lid Lock-Up Eyeshadow Primer though, really quick, just to prime the lids before I go in with my face stuff. I've never tried this primer before, so hopefully it's good. Let me know what your ultimate favorite drugstore eyeshadow primer is. My favorite primer of all time is the P. Louise Makeup Base, but I know that's not drugstore, so I'm dying to know. What's the best drugstore eyeshadow primer? Preferably tinted, but it doesn't have to be tinted if it's not. This one does feel nice and sticky and tacky, so hopefully it's a good one. Even though I'm gonna go over it with concealer, but whatever. So I'm gonna prime my skin with the Flower Beauty Supernova Celestial Skin Elixir. I've used this a couple times and I've never really loved it. I like the consistency. It just has like actual glitters in this and they kind of shine through a bit, but I want to keep trying it out because I know Drew Barrymore really likes it. And so I want to really like it. I'm gonna really give it a shot. But anyway, guys, October and November were really crazy. I know my surgery was in October and that kind of threw a wrench in things, but then after that, things just started to spiral. In my personal life and in my work life especially, I have been dealing with a lot of things behind the scenes that I cannot talk about just yet, and hopefully I can soon because I hate keeping you guys in the dark, but without saying too much, there has been just a lot going on in my work life, and it has been very overwhelming. I was recently in California doing stuff for work, and I'm very grateful to have a job. So I'm really not complaining, I'm just trying to explain the situation. So I was there for a few days, it was great, you know, I'm very blessed, I'm very thankful, but it's been very overwhelming and I've had to make a lot of really life-altering decisions, and I've had to do a lot of things that have put a major strain on my mental health. So it has been very difficult for me to film a video. By the way, I'm going in with the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. They just recently expanded the range and I still don't know what my color is, but I'm gonna be mixing Golden Beige and Honey Beige. I really like this foundation. It is a little bit more matte than I'm used to, but it's so freaking affordable. Anyway, like I was saying, it has been really difficult for me to sit down and film a video. I honestly haven't had the time to do that. I haven't been home in a few days, and a lot of the times I will pre-record, and I tried to do that, like my Glossier video was pre-recorded. It was almost impossible this time around, and I hate leaving you guys without any videos because I've always said Kail Polish, work, whatever, that comes second and YouTube comes first. And it is the job that has helped me get all my other jobs. You know, the reason I even have Kail Polish is because of YouTube and because of my subscribers. So I always try to put it first, but I have been not myself at all the past week and a half. My last video went up on Wednesday and since last Wednesday, I have been in such a terrible funk. I have felt really, really, really bad about myself. Just, I don't even know. I hate talking about these things. I'm a very private person, as you guys know, due to social media and stuff. You know, I don't overshare. I'm gonna get really deep in today's video, I guess. But lately I have been feeling so defeated. And like, I can't keep up with everything that's going on. Oh my God, why am I crying? My anxiety has been very bad. There were days last week where I just laid in bed all day thinking about what's been going on. You know, like I said, things I can't really talk about. And I tried to watch TV and I couldn't even pay attention to the TV. I had so much on my mind. I still have so much on my mind, and there are things that I'm trying to work on. And I feel like it finally got to me there for a second. And it sucks because I know this is a story I've told you guys time and time again. Like, I feel like I am full of excuses and I'm always telling you like, oh, you know, my anxiety is really shitty and I'm not feeling the best and my mind isn't where it should be. And I feel like so many of you guys are like, okay, get over it, like move on. And so then that really gets to me as well. I feel like I'm disappointing myself and my subscribers and my audience. And I don't know how to explain it. The way that I function, the way that my brain works is if I feel really overwhelmed, I completely shut down. You can be having a conversation with me and my mind will be somewhere else, and I just get really caught up in my thoughts. And I can get really, really, really down on myself, and it'll take days to get me out of the funk. It's happened to me so many times. I have seen a psychologist in the past. I've also seen a psychiatrist in the past. And don't get me wrong, my recent years have been very great. Thanks to you guys, just the things that have been going on around me, I have been so grateful. But with something as tricky as anxiety, you can be having an amazing day and all of a sudden it just flips. So even the happiest of people can get depressed and can be sad and have their days. And that recently happened to me. There were days where I didn't want to get out of my bed. Just really, really sad over certain things that have been happening behind the scenes, things I can't control. And it's so easy for me to fall into that rut. And once I'm in it, it's really hard for me to get out of it. And I don't know if you guys have noticed in my recent videos, the past 3 videos, I haven't really been in the comment section. By the way, I don't remember how I felt about this Flower concealer. This is the Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. I don't remember how I felt about it, but this is a flawless, beautiful combo. Oh my gosh. And this is like, what, $5, this foundation? And this concealer just blends so nicely on top of it. Not bad, not bad. But anyway, like I was telling you guys, I don't know if you have noticed, but in my last recent videos, I really haven't been in the comment section. And I like to stick around in the comment section for the first couple of hours, especially because people are always nicest the first 2 hours. Like all my nice subscribers come out in the very beginning, which I can't tell you how much I appreciate. Like those of you, damn it, I dropped a brush, I need it. Like those of you who stick around and watch my videos, like when I post them and you watch all my videos, I can't tell you how much I really appreciate it and how much that means to me. Because whenever I do feel like shit, whenever I have those moments, sometimes I'll read a comment that'll just brighten up my whole day. And you will never know, like you would never know that all I needed was that comment. Oh my gosh. I have my period, guys, okay? Currently that time of the month, so I'm very, very emotional. I just saw a freaking Caesars commercial last night, like the little dog, the little Caesar dog, one of those commercials, and I bawled. I know it's not very Aquarius of me, but I am extremely emotional, especially when it's that time of the month. But I really do appreciate your constant love and support. And even though the beauty community has really, really changed, you're my major support system, and I cannot thank you enough. That's why when I have these days and I have these weeks even where I'm just like in bed and just hating myself and feeling really, really bad, I really do just shut down, completely turn off the world around me, and it's not a good thing. I hate that about myself actually, and it's something I'm working on, but it's kind of like my defense mechanism. So like I won't even go on my YouTube channel, and like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I haven't really been in the comment section in my most recent videos. And that part kills me because that's my favorite part about YouTube, is responding to people and having a conversation, because that is what YouTube was in the beginning, and that's what made me start YouTube. You know, I was just this like lonely girl in Mississippi who had absolutely no friends. So I started YouTube just to make friends on the internet and to have those conversations and to discuss makeup and to disconnect. So I like being in my comment section, and I like responding to you guys and answering your questions. So the fact that I have just been posting my video, kind of like walking away and kind of fearing what people were gonna say, and it wasn't even the specific types of videos like my Glossier video or the video before that and the video before that. They're just my regular beauty videos I post all the time. I really was just afraid that I was just gonna get one comment that was just gonna push me deeper in the hole that I was already in. And I know it's really hard to understand, and sometimes I ask myself that question too. You know, if you're at home and you're thinking like, how can you be depressed? How can you be sad? You have a loving husband, I do. You have amazing dogs, I do. You have a great job, I do. My family's healthy, I have all of that. So what is the problem? I know I have no reason to be sad, but sometimes that's not how the brain works. But last night as I was laying in bed, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up in the morning, I'm gonna film a video, because I've always been a very, very, very anxious person. Whenever I would be really, really anxious, makeup just kept me out of my funk, and it just made me escape for a couple of hours. So I woke up today and it was just something that I needed. I needed to film this video. I needed to film something. I didn't know what I wanted to film, but I kind of just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys and update you guys on what's been happening. And I know you guys have been having so many questions about KO Polish. I kind of discussed this on my Instagram stories, but I know I have been getting a lot of questions about KO Polish. Unfortunately, like everything happened all at once this week. But if you guys ever need any information, always go to the actual KO Polish Instagram. We always answer a bunch of questions and we always update you guys there. And just because I don't announce a new collection, like for example, the Miami Fever and the Havana Nights duo that we came out with, I didn't really announce it on my YouTube channel, but I did on the KO Polish channel and on the KO Polish Instagram. So sometimes I may not discuss something, but it is up on KO Polish. Does that make sense? You know, I don't want to like overdo it. I'm gonna try out 2 of these Flower Beauty blush bombs. I think I'm gonna do another mixing. I did this with the Glossier paints too. I'm gonna mix the shade Pinched and Bubbly. But anyway, there are a lot of KO Polish things that I wanna talk to you guys about that I cannot talk to you guys about just yet. A lot of things I've been going through, but I promise you I have been working really, really hard to try to make my subscribers happy. Oh my gosh. This feels different, really different than the Glossier Cloud Paints. The Cloud Paints kind of feel matte once you start blending them out. These feel very jutesy, very glossy. So, vamos in. But anyway, I feel like I'm rambling on for no reason here. But basically, I have been absent because I have a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I will be able to talk to you guys about soon. But all of that just happened to create such a heavy load on my mind. It's been a struggle the past couple days. I kind of had to give myself a pep talk. I'm not gonna lie, I do that sometimes. Sometimes I literally have to stand in front of the mirror and give myself a pep talk, tell myself to breathe, do little breathing exercises with myself in the mirror, and try to get out of my own head. Because I don't know about you guys, but that is my biggest downfall, is my mind. It's how stressed, worried, afraid. It's just everything that goes on in my mind puts a lot of strain on myself and my body. I'm sure there are some of you out there who understand. It's just very hard to explain how I feel and what I mean. But I have to tell myself, like, life is moving on. Life is going on, and you cannot be stuck and depressed and sad all the time. You have to try to move on with life. You have to pick up and try to keep going, because life does not stop for anybody. It's been a struggle, but I'm trying my best. And by the way, I love this blush. I thought that because this blush was so dewy that I was just gonna lift my foundation underneath and just get like weird, but it looks so pretty. It looks like a very dewy, fresh. It's not too tacky either. Like, it's tacky, but it feels really nice. And it was really easy to blend. It kind of gave my cheeks like a nice little shine, right? I really like it, it's so pretty. I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Palette. I'm pretty sure this is one of their newer ones. I don't think it has like a name on it, but it has a few like standard shades that they already have in their highlight collection. Like I'm pretty sure I have Golden Flower Crown already. So I'm gonna use one of these. I think I'm gonna mix these two together because this gold might be a little bit too deep for me. So I'm gonna mix Golden Flower Crown and Blossom Glow with my little Real Techniques setting brush. While I wasn't working, I was hiding in my bedroom under my covers and wallowing in self-doubt, I guess. It's such a shitty feeling when you have like really, really bad anxiety, or you're having a really terrible panic attack and you're like, oh my gosh, am I ever gonna get out of this? Am I ever gonna feel normal again? Or is this what I'm gonna feel for the rest of my life? I've been there, and that feeling is so terrible. And you know how when people tell you like, oh, this too shall pass, don't worry, like you will get through this. And you're sitting there like, okay, yeah, it's really easy for you to say because you're not feeling this. You're not feeling what my body is feeling. So it's really easy for you to sit there and say, oh, it's in your head and don't worry, you'll get through this. But I'm here to tell you that that is absolutely true. The other day when I laid in bed, I just sat there and I cried. I was like stress crying, and I just sat there and I cried the entire day, and I was like, how am I going to get out of this? I didn't know what to do, but you have to put the effort in yourself and you have to have the faith. And trust me, you never ever believe in the light at the end of the tunnel until you actually see it. Trust me. Oh my gosh, I forgot to set my under eyes. I'm gonna set my under eyes using my ColourPop No Filter powder, setting powder. Anyway, longest story of life short, I have been absent just because I have been absent. I tried 2 times to sit down and film a beauty video and it just wasn't happening. It's very typical for me to be like this and to feel like this, and I wish this wasn't the case. I don't want to feel like this, and I don't want to sound like an excuse once a month. But it is what it is at this point. I can't pretend. I'm just a person that you can really tell when I'm not 100% in something, and I couldn't film. I couldn't film these past few days. I'm feeling better. I am working on it. I'm trying to look at things positively and not psych myself out. I love this blush. I love this highlight. I just feel like my face just looks so fresh. Everything just looks so nice, I think. I freaking love this foundation. Every time I use it, I'm like, damn, why don't I use this more often? It's so good. All right, let's zoom you in. My eyes are already primed. I'm gonna go in with the shade Uptown, and I'm gonna use this as my transition shade. I'm gonna make it a conscious effort to respond to comments. I'm gonna get back into my comments again because I have just allowed my anxiety and my stress and the things that I've been going through just take over my mind, and I haven't been communicating with you guys as much as I should and as much as I used to and as much as I love doing. And I really try not to dwell on negativity. Like if you notice on Twitter, like I try not to respond to hate tweets ever or like hate comments ever. I try to focus all my energy onto the subscribers that are saying nice things, because it's kind of messed up if you're only responding to hate comments all the time. It's like, okay, what about the rest of us? The rest of us that tell you nice things and you never acknowledge them. So I try not to do that. Honestly, I ignore all the really mean comments because it's not worth it. So I feel really guilty that I haven't really been responding that much, and I have really just been in my own head so badly these past couple of days. I'm gonna take the shade Earth now, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing, only I'm gonna focus this color a little bit more on the outer corners and then drag it in. So again, I'm very, very sorry that I haven't been keeping you guys in the loop for a lot of things. Like, by the way, for example, I'm gonna talk about this on my Instagram stories, so maybe you already saw that, but we launched a new hand cream. Nail Polish has officially launched the Snickerdoodle hand cream. It's like our holiday hand cream. It is life. It is life, and it's so moisture. I love the hand cream. It's so good. But yeah, I feel like I haven't even had a chance to tell you guys about that. It's been a lot. But I'm applying this without any Fix Plus or anything. I'm gonna take the shade Blanc and I'm gonna use this to highlight my brow bone. I'm gonna take Earth on a pencil brush and I'm just gonna smudge that all the way across. I'm gonna take a little bit more of Earth and apply that right into my crease right here. I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade Downtown. It reminds me of Capricorn in the Zodiac palette. And I'm gonna rub that really, really close. I'm gonna kind of connect it to the top here. I'm gonna go in and line my waterline, my tight line with the neon eyeliner from LA Girl. It's in black. And then for my inner corners, I'm actually gonna take the shade Gilded. This is like a really cool green gold. I'm actually pretty impressed with this eyeshadow palette. It's very pigmented and you might have to do like 2 or 3 layers, but it's such an affordable palette. I really like it so far. I'm just gonna curl my lashes, set my face, and apply some mascara. I'm gonna be using my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara, by the way. If you're recreating this look at home, feel free to put on falsies. My favorite falsies from the drugstore are the Ardell Wispies. Those are really nice and really affordable. Okay, for lips, I'm gonna do something very simple. So I'm gonna take my Catrice Ultimate Stay Lip Liner. I'm gonna take the shade Holly Rosewood. Ow! Just hit my knee against this table. I was trying to come in strong. What I was trying to say is, why don't we kick it super old school, okay? I know it's all about the new makeup these days. I know that's what we're into, but how many of you guys remember Nude Cream from Milani? Oh man. Just the scent alone. Does anybody else get really, really affected, like really emotionally affected by nostalgia? Like I smell this and I think of when I first started my channel, I was living in Mississippi. It has like that watermelon scent and I'm sad. Like that makes me sad. Like, you know what I mean? Not sad. It doesn't make me like, oh, sad, but you know, like reminiscent on those good times. I don't know. This might be too pink for me. So I'm gonna twop it off with a gloss. Moonchild may not be a drugstore lip gloss, but it is an affordable lip gloss. It's $6, so you can't beat it. So I'm gonna pop on some ColourPop Moonchild to help balance out the pink. Make it a little bit more not pink. I'm telling you, Moonchild is just like the perfect freaking lip gloss to ever exist. Gosh, I wonder who made it. It's so good. Anyway guys, that completes this video. This was a full face of drugstore makeup and I actually really, really like how this look turned out. Even though I am not a cool tone girl, like silvers like this just make my hair stand on end. But I actually really like how it turned out. I actually want to dabble into drugstore makeup more. I know I'm super into drugstore makeup, I'm always talking about it, but I feel like I want to discover like hidden gems no one talks about. So if there are products out there at the drugstore that you really don't hear anyone talking about, but they're so good, let me know in the comments below because I want to discover more drugstore gems. But I was really, really impressed with this palette. This is like their second version of this type of palette and I really, really like it. I liked the other one as well. And I cannot wait to play around with these blushes even more, mix a few colors because I really love how fresh and dewy it made my skin. But yeah, besides that, don't forget to check out our new Kale Polish hand cream. I had to throw it in this video just in case some of you guys are confused and know you have a lot of questions. Plus check out our winter collection. I'm gonna link the Kale Polish website down below because there's a lot of new stuff and I haven't updated you guys. But yes, Anyway, that completes this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.